day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadruta.com with your morning horn of Z's, your sip of chaga coffee. Don't forget, take your vitamin C, take your vitamin D, especially vitamin D, chaga, zinc, blah, 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 blah. Down the line. This is your fight, your responsibility to stay healthy. Now, the pandemic is a different thing. You don't want to get the corona, but in actuality, most people are fine. I think it's ranked like number 40 as far as pandemics as the death rate goes, percentage-wise. But hey, we got to shut down the world because the Democrats need that. I don't think the debate's going to happen. I still don't think, even though it's Tuesday, I don't know what they're going to do. They can't Trump Biden out there. It's like propping up Weekend with Bernie's. I do expect, if he does go on, I do expect him to have all the questions beforehand and no curveballs, even though it's a Fox News debate. Fox News has deep state all through it as well, by the way. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, on Road to Ruta, it's been crazy busy. Everybody and their mother wants to get Theta. The Theta wallets that we give out is changing. Today is the last day. We're going from 50 Theta to 25 Theta. So for the past 48, 72 hours, I've been just digging in, make sure everybody's got their Road to Ruta membership. These are loaded on a paper wallet and mailed to your front door, so you don't even have to understand cryptos. You throw it in your safe with your silver. And we're giving these away with the private road subscription. Just go to roadruta.com, hit subscribe today, and you'll find the PayPal link. You can also pay with credit cards or debit cards right below the login of the PayPal. It just says, click on the Buy Now button, and you'll see what you need to do. Why is everybody so gung-ho about Theta? That's what people keep asking me. Because it's amazing technology. And it's not just a cryptocurrency. The more important thing, it's World Wide Web 2.0. And, by the way, smart contracts 2.0. And, oh, by the way, potential universal basic income. Those would be the three pillars. Universal basic income, because you could literally share your broadband today and start earning Theta fuel. Yes, it's pennies. I know Theta fuel is only worth a penny. It won't be worth a penny in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, as all the big money needs to purchase Theta fuel to get the high speed and good, what do they call it, latency. So you're not like spinning your little thing. You know when you download a video and you get that little thing spinning? And everything's going live downstream too. The world needs Theta. And by the way, it's run off a decentralized blockchain that is better, faster, and smarter than anything out there. I don't know how these guys did it, truthfully. They're damn smart. And I thank the gods that they did an ICO, because that would put them in blockage territory of the SEC. But they did an ICO. They did everything right. They got the right people in the right places. And every time I turn around, there's something new coming in. For example, I've been waiting for video on demand, which should come out any day, and adding to Coinbase, which should blow the market open wide and have everybody and their mother in the U.S. be trying to get their hands on some Theta. But before that, they released this last week. I think it was Friday. Theta collaborates with Chainlink to fight online video ad fraud. Is there anything that Theta can't do? Theta has been collaborating with Chainlink in the past several months, building an innovative blockchain-based technology platform to solve the multi-billion-dollar ad fraud problem through increased levels of transparency and reliability about the performance data of online video data. Our solution, which is currently live on testnet, uses Google's big data solution, BigQuery, to process video performance data generated on the Theta network and create a reputation score for each streamer based on their viewership. Chainlink oracles then broadcast the reputation scores to the Ethereum blockchain, where they are stored as immutable records for online advertisers to reference when deciding where to allocate their capital. These guys are brilliant. Brilliant. You all know that Google ads and all they do is lie about how many viewers. I used to advertise with that. And they say, oh, you got 3 million people saw your ad. I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't get anybody, no new subscribers from 3 million people seeing. I don't know. You're kind of shifty, so to speak. Anyway, yeah, they're doing a hell of a lot. And obviously something is happening because Theta continues to run even though Bitcoin is kind of staying steady and other cryptos. And that's a really big thing because normally in the crypto markets, the way cryptocurrency investors like to chase momentum, they'll sell when Bitcoin goes up, everything goes up. And when Bitcoin goes down, everything goes down. Why? Because people on these exchanges that mostly they don't even deal in US dollars. They trade a percentage of Bitcoin for a percentage of something else. And you put your orders in. And so as Bitcoin goes up, all the other currencies go up because that's what they're buying it in. But Theta, it's a little different. I think this is new money, new cash coming into Theta and locking up Theta in a Guardian node. You can stake your Theta. I think 99.9% of Theta will be staked at some point. And then, what do you do if supply and demand? What do you do if you can't get any Theta anymore? What happens to the price? If people want it, they want it or they need it, like Netflix and YouTube and Amazon when they want to stream videos, but they can't get it. The price goes up. That's how Michelle White Dove came up. It's not how her spirits told her, her spirit guides told her that Theta would be in the thousands. And I've been screaming that. And I've shown you guys how that would happen. And right now it is 72 cents. If Theta's in the thousands, those who get this 50 Theta and 50 Theta fuel giveaway, that's $50,000, even though you didn't know anything about it. Now, I'm not saying that's a guarantee. And I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. I think within the next 3 to 5 years, that's definitely a potential. If Theta keeps doing what they say they're going to do and keeps delivering on their promises, which they have all the way since day one, yeah, I'm giving away $50,000. That's crazy when you think about it. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, 1 year subscription is $299. $299, less than $1 a day, and you get all the other amazing stuff. By the way, there was a seriously important silver Jenny Moonstone discussion that I posted on Friday. If you're a silver lover, holy shit. There's your holy shit moment. Anyway, yes, Theta's at like 72 cents. People say, oh my God, I doubled my money. I'm going to sell it. Awesome. Good for you. I'm not selling anything. I'm going to hodl for a long time. And I don't even look at price. I'm looking at duration. When do I need to buy a house or a car or a loaf of bread for $500? I don't know. But right now, good time to have Theta. Good time to stake Theta because I know the return on the Theta fuel is not much. But in reality, when it becomes much, when people actually need Theta fuel to start broadcasting on the Theta network, you're not going to be able to get Theta fuel. You're not going to get the Theta to start your node to create Theta fuel at any price. Right now, it's $7,200 to start a 10,000 Theta node. And that's the minimum for staking. There is talk, and I think it's true, that they're going to drop it down to 1,000 Theta to start a Guardian node, which would be great. $700, you can start your own Guardian node. Right now, there's 1,385, which is plenty to secure the network. But think about 10,000 Theta Guardian nodes securing the network. 10,000 or 100,000 or 1,000,000 Theta Guardian nodes securing the network. Wow. And all those coins would be staked, meaning locked up. Now, everybody needs to understand, when you stake your coins, you are not sending your coins anywhere. If you stake them properly, you're not sending your coins anywhere. You're just locking them up on your own wallet. So when you unlock them, they come back to the exact same wallet. They don't go anywhere. There's so many fraudsters out there. It is unbelievable. People sending me things saying, oh, on Telegram, I'm working with the president of XYZ Corporation, and they said, because I can't get anybody's support from anybody, they're asking me to give them their 20 words for their Trezor wallet. What? I'm like, no, don't do it. Remember, you don't know who's on the other side of your video screen, of your computer. Hey, this is Bix. It might not be me. This might not be me. I'm pinching myself, make sure. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you're not 100% sure who you're dealing with at all times, and if anybody ever asks you for your private keys to your wallet, tell them to go F off. Go F off. Say it really fast. Go F off. I don't care who they are. Nobody but you should have access to your wallet. You got it? I hope that sinks in, because it happens every day. I'll get an email. Oh my God, I sent all my Theta to the president of Theta to help me with my problem. I'm like, come on, people. A fool and his money is soon parted, right? Come on. But don't. Don't give anybody your private keys. Don't send your Theta anywhere unless you know what you're doing. People trying to help you, great. Just don't give them access to your stuff. And then if you're meeting someone online, huge red flag when it comes to money or cryptos or silver. Huge red flag. If you don't know them, if you can't pinch them, if Bitcoin Ben is offering to help you, one, you better figure out if it's Bitcoin Ben. Number two, go to Orange, California and see him speak and meet him. Get to know these people. That's on, October 3rd. I'll be there. It's a Saturday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon at the Tilted Kilt in Orange, California. More information on the Bitcoin Ben website, bitcoinben.io. I'm looking forward to hanging out with Ben. That's this Saturday. Wow, I better start practicing some of my new songs, huh? I will be playing The Way of the Crypto Warrior since everybody only knows the intro now. So anyway, yes, great times for Theta. Congratulations to the team at Theta. Congratulations to all the Road to Ruta members who took the time to walk through staking your own Theta. At the Road to Ruta, I have a Theta page for all the private road members. It walks you through how to buy it, how to store it, and how to stake it. Buy it, store it, stake it. Everybody's gone through this process, has done. I don't even hear from them. I thought I'd hear from a lot more people. I don't get it. It's laid out pretty damn well. Now, some people say, oh, I don't get this. They probably more need just a conversation about it. But you can do it too. You can do it too. All right. Let's move over to silver. The other number one thing. There's two number one things you need to be full on invested and sitting back watching the show. Theta and silver. Physical silver in your own possession. Again, I'm getting chills right now thinking about the interview I just did with Jenny Moonstone, how it relates to Road to Ruta. As above, so below. There's a spiritual war going on with silver. There is a terrestrial type of war going on with silver. We know, I know everything about the terrestrial war. We are at the end game for the criminal banksters. Did you notice that the JP Morgan announcement was not announced on Friday, like Bloomberg had said? Maybe there's something more to that. Maybe they have emails from Jamie Dimon and Blythe Masters and the traders saying, you need to rig the market. You gotta understand that it wasn't just the traders doing it. And the CFTC was involved, because when this was going on, they were sitting at the desk of these traders. They were in full investigation mode while this was going on. So will people at the CFTC be caught up in the charges as well? I hope so. And the SEC. Many criminals. Either they're really stupid, like Michael Dunn type stupid people. Inside joke for Road to Ruta members. Or they are criminal. And my take is, if they left the CFTC and went to work for some financial firm, they are criminal. That's what Michael Dunn did. And then he left the door open of the DTCC so that it could get flooded when Hurricane Sandy came into town. Do a search on Road to Ruta. You'll find out more about that. What's going on with silver? This is my lifetime of investing in silver. 20 years. I think it's about 21 now. For 20 years, I've been analyzing it, investing in it. I can tell you every little tick, every little bump, every little slam down. This big slam up, I had many articles on that. The artificial bear market that we're in right now, and then what's going on right here at the end. In the past year, all this time, out of all the trading of silver in the past 50 years since it went electronic, the banks have always won except for this year. Massive losses for the banks, and they are been told get the hell out. So it's the end of the quarter on Wednesday's the last day. They got to mark to market. They got to figure out what they're going to do. And I believe the DOJ and the CFTC has said that's the end. No more rigging the market after the end of the quarter. If you want to go short, you have to prove you have the physical silver, that you're hedging. Legitimate hedges only. Wow. Wow. Say it with me. Wow. And, oh, by the way, Ted Butler's latest. Now, Ted has always been a COT guy. The commitment of traders at the end of the day were the positions he's proven manipulation time and time again. I've been a guy saying, no, the end of the day doesn't matter. The COT doesn't matter. What matters is when prices are being determined. When are they being rigged? It's the trading of silver. It's the volumes every day. To me, that's always been the big thing. He's like, yeah, it's not a big deal. Now he's linking the trading volumes to the end of the day changes in their position. And he's like, wait a minute here. Why are these banks, criminal banks, trading 1 billion ounces of silver a day, and yet their positions barely change at the end of the day? What is going on here? And he's figured out what Road to Ruta people knew for a long time. It's trading back and forth to each other to rig the price in the literally billions of ounces. And the volume is shown every day at the CME Group's volume page right here. Look at the volume. It's insane. Remember, silver is a very scarce natural resource. Why? Because most of it's used up and consumed in these electronics that we're using, in solar power, in smart bombs, and batteries. We'll watch for batteries in the future. Don't forget, silver is the best conductor of electricity on planet Earth, and silver is the best conductor in the astral realms. Believe that or not, that is what I'm learning. Many of the spiritual people will tell you that your soul is connected to your body through a silver thread, and that's how you communicate with your body, kind of like a video game. You got the controller, wireless or not wireless, you need silver. On the spiritual realm, in the real world realm, silver is the destroyer of the criminal banking system, as in the destroyer. That's why it is so important for them to rig it. That's why it's such a powerful tool now. We are in a rigged economy, a false economic system, and to destroy it, all you have to do is get physical silver in your own possession and stop the criminality on the COMEX. I think that's where we are starting Thursday, and we'll see how long it lasts. So I do expect a major move up see, it all comes down to, will the big banks who have shorted into the rises for the past 50 years since they controlled the computer programs that Alan Greenspan wrote, will they sell into the rise? And it's going to rise after the criminals are said to stand down. Now they might have it might be that they let it rise like $5 and then slam it down to $2. I don't see it. I don't see it afterwards because too many eyes are on it. And there have been too many crimes, and they're losing too much money, more like it. So, yes, volumes is where price is set. Keep an eye on the volume. I expect the volumes to go down to almost nothing. Why? Because there'll be real volume, not this fake bullshit. So keep an eye on volumes to go down to practically nothing from the 1 billion ounces a day that they trade now. It's not a day. Yeah, last week well, let's take a look at last week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You had your 1 billion ounces here, 600 million, 800 million, 800. Look at all that silver. So that's about 4 billion ounces traded in a week. when they only mine 850 million ounces in a full year with all the employees and all the equipment and all the capital needed. And yet these criminals at the CME Group, owned by ICE, the Intercontinental Exchange, which was created by the oil riggers back in the 80s and 90s to rig the oil price. And then they bought everything. They own the NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange and the crypto ridiculous exchange, which is stupid. Anyway, that's where we are, my friends. A really good article on peak prosperity. 1971, the year that changed everything. Everything changed in 71 because we went off the gold standard. It wasn't even a true gold standard. It was a rigged gold standard, but we went off the gold standard, and all of a sudden everything. Inflation went through the roof. Look at the price of homes. What happened to the price of houses? No, houses shouldn't be. It's a depreciating asset. They shouldn't be going up as an investment. Are you kidding me? Buy a piece of wood and it falls apart over time. Why does it go up? Because the value of the dollar goes down. And they made free money available because that was the plan. It was written in the sand by Ruta in 1981. She wrote in the sand in the first Road to Ruta comic book an economic formula called On the Road to the Golden Age. If you want to go back to a gold standard, from going off a gold standard, what do? You print as much money as possible, building as many houses as possible, building your military, building your roads, giving everybody free shit. And then you implode the system. We're at that point now when we're imploding the system. Just look what happened since 1971. Look what happened to productivity, which is good, right? We were on the same trajectory, but look at compensation. You can blame computers for that, right? Productivity keeps going up, but the people get paid less. Cost of living. Look at the cost of living. So we're getting paid less and the price of everything goes through the roof. Now, don't look at CPI. It is a rigged number. 100% rigged. It's a political number. For example, they count computers, depreciating computers over time, Moore's Law, in the CPI. You can't eat computers, but technology is a big clump of that CPI. And who gets paid off CPI? Retirement people. They get an annual adjustment in their retirement based on the CPI. Consumer Price Index. It's the judge of inflation. And they lie about it. You are literally, these criminals that we have controlling our lives, these Democrats and these Republicans, have been ripping off the old people such that they can't even get food anymore because of what they're doing to the dollar. And it's not just the dollar, mind you. If you see the dollar goes down, that's in relation to other unbacked fiat currencies that they're printing like it's going out of style anyway. And by the way, the U.S. prints infinity money behind the scenes that they don't tell us about. That's the real, you can have all your economists fight all you want. Oh, we have to go back on a gold standard. Bullshit. We don't have to go back on a gold standard. Why? Because the gold standard, when we had it, it'd still print as much money. It has to be a redeemable gold standard where you can walk into the bank, take your $20 and walk out with $20 gold piece. I know. It's crazy. And you think your government is going to do that? I don't know. We got so much gold in the Grand Canyon, at Chocolate Mountain, and all around the United States. Could. At Snippy's gold mines. I miss being out in the desert. Actually, Amy and I plan on going out. We're going out. I got a new site, new area I'm knee deep in. With the help of Jenny Moonstone, I've narrowed down where I'm going to look. And I'm not looking for gold, by the way. But I'm looking for more like ancient treasures. That'll be talked about next week in the discussion, the Jenny Moonstone discussion on the private road. Make sure you're on that. Look at the divorce rate since we went off the gold standard. Why? Because everybody has to have 2 or 3 jobs just to survive. How does a relationship survive that with kids and all that? That's how horrific these monetary masters are. They don't give a shit about people. And then there's a good interview. Anyway, go check out Peak Prosperity. Lots of great stuff about COVID as well. COVID schmovid. Price of silver. I don't even look at it. Why? Because it doesn't matter. I'm waiting for the end of manipulation. And then it goes to $600, $700, $800. I think at some point it goes 1-to-1 with gold. Yes, gold will go up. Not because it's scarce. It's not scarce. But because The alternatives to gold, the fiat money, is being printed to infinity. It already is there. Imagine the government telling you that they're giving out maybe $1 trillion a year, but behind the scenes they're printing out quadrillions and using it to build a secret space program and secret operations and blah, 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 blah. That's what's happening. Blah, blah. All right, so that's it for today. I think I'm caught up on the Road to Ruta subscribers. Again, today is the very last day. We are giving away 50 Theta, 50 Theta fuel. Tomorrow it goes to 25. It was at 100. It went to 50. It's going to 25 tomorrow. Then when Theta got up over, I don't know, $1, $2, whatever it is, it's going to go to 10 and then 5. And at some point, we'll be giving away 1 Theta, and people will be going, oh my God, I got to get a Theta. Do you remember when Bitcoin was 70 cents? No, I don't either. But would you like to buy Bitcoin when it was at 70 cents? Of course you would. That's what this is. I'm giving away 50 Theta. You stick it in your vault with your silver, and you forget about it for a couple of years. You bring it back out and say, hey, I got 50 Theta. People say, oh my God, you have a Theta? And then you say, no, I have 50 Theta. Bix Weir, roadtoruta.com. Talk to you guys later.